Peter Pan, that's what they call me.
Man, and I'm here with another fantastic video just for y'all today. So I'm actually gonna show you guys something that or talk about something within the game. So I know I've done like one tips and tricks video on it, but I actually had something else I wanted to show y'all. So when you guys are in here, I know everybody's trying to get their stars, right? Everybody can get their stars, and so they can use them for repair tools, or which is a big no-no, and you shouldn't be doing that. But or for you to let me put it this way: if you're gonna use stars, use it on the upgrades from about purple 2 and up on this chick. Definitely worth it. But over here, other than that, I'd only be using them for really unlocking the campaigns, which keep these in mind. If you're a new player to the game, you should have gotten, if you bought the premium pass or whatever, or throughout the time, you should get definitely enough stars to unlock these campaigns. Maybe not this one, but definitely this one, because when you get this, there's going to be a lot more rewards and stuff in this campaign here when you get there, so keep that in mind. Also, I wanted to talk about unions. If you don't know that there is traits here, as you're going through, actually, which I can purchase mine union right now, you can actually buy traits. So as you can see here, I can either increase the potion and elixir duration, or increase your defense by 300. I'm actually going to do potions because I'm a healer, and I actually need to use potions a lot more than the people I'm actually trying to heal. Another thing on top of these unions, which I guess this is I don't know, trick number 2, but on top of these unions, you actually do have abilities with these unions. So check this out. With this union, the Sentinels, you can actually press the right trigger while holding the left trigger. Rescues all allies from the near death within a certain radius, reduces caster's HP to negative 50%, and revives all allies with 1% of their max HP. Cooldown is 1 hour. This is very nice. To me, this is amazing. That is an amazing skill to have and one to get, and I will tell you how you guys can get these. Hold on here. I'm having to navigate. All right, here we go. So you also have this one, which turns you into a crate. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea if this works for PvE creatures. I definitely know it'll probably work for PvP. But this union, or the Artesian Society, allows you to transform into a crate. Same button combo, same principle. And then you have this one, which I believe this just keeps you from dying from PvP for a couple of seconds or taking damage. You guys can see it there on the screen. But to be honest with y'all, I personally, PvP in this game is kind of weird. There's a lot of bugs going around right now where if somebody's trying to kill you and you attack back, you get like a debuff or something, you get penalized. It's really wanky and janky. The only people that benefit from PvP are PKers, people that are player killing, basically trolls, big assholes. So you want to do your unions. I'm gonna pretty much tell you how to do your unions. So what you're gonna do, okay, is give you a second for this map to load in. I know my quality on these videos is a little off, and for some reason Blessed Unleashed just hates me when it comes to quality. But so when it comes to your unions, okay, after you've done paying the bills, which I will show you guys, paying the bills is a quest log that is within the union. Whatever the main quest line is for this, it'll tell you. And then eventually it will send you to a dungeon. After you've done the main quest lines for those guys, it will send you to the dungeon, which is the Putrid Canyon, I believe, is the dungeon it will send you to, and you'll kill this boss, and you'll be good to go. to proceed with their quest line. Well, once you've done that dungeon and once you've beaten the campaign here and you've 100%ed it, pretty much it'll give you the option to go talk to the leader of your alliance or whatever union you decide to join. When you go to talk to them, they will be at their main headquarters during your campaign with the whatever union you're with that you decide to go with. It will take you to the headquarters of that place. So for instance, ours is here. Our union headquarters is here. This is where the sentinels are, and then the sentinel crier's here. Well, once you complete that, he'll tell you to come talk to him, okay? Don't worry, don't freak out. If you're like, hey, you know, I haven't seen that quest pop up, I haven't seen it yet, what's going on? Don't worry about it, okay? Just keep doing those sentinel quests, and eventually you will get here, and it will tell you to come here. You will run into level stomps where you're either gonna have to dark soul the boss, or you're gonna either have to grind and get your gear up. Okay, once you've talked to him, he will send you to the crier. You will talk to the crier, and then I think you got to talk to him one more time after just talking with him, and he'll send you on a quest. He'll send you on 2 quests, which are called your initiation missions, basically, okay? One of ours was a general boss, the general, which was somewhere over here. I believe he's down here. So yeah, so he's over here. Well, that was one of our quests. The next thing we have to do to join the union is right here on my screen. A trial of cunning. Defeat Valos, the altar of blood. Now, I know you're excited about joining a union, and I know if you've looked at the abilities, you're like, wow, I can't wait to get that. Man, just hold off. Play the damn game, and don't even think about joining the union. Just play their missions and go as far as you can, because as soon as you join or try to join that second mission, check this out, okay? Our second mission, for us to be able to get the ability to do the union, or to be able to have that ability, is right here. Here's your altar of blood. You have to be level 29 to get to that union ability, okay? To be able to join the sentinels, I would have to complete this dungeon at level 29. Now, the level 29 wouldn't bother me if it wasn't for the fact that you can't join unless you're level 29. That's the only issue. But basically, you have to be level 29 to really join any union and to get those ending perks here. That's just legitimately what you have to be, is 29 to unlock one of those 3. Now, the traits, though, on the other hand, those you could just use your union points and buy. And there's actually quite a lot of them. I would work on each union. Now, at the time, you can only work for one. You can only join one union at a time, but you can leave and join another one. You'll just have to redo the initiation quests, which is, you know, not a big deal. One of them's a boss, or 2 of them are. So in this process, you can actually unlock multiple of these traits. You receive 30% damage from critical hits, 30% less damage for critical hits. That is amazing for bosses in general. The increased max HP by 5%. I think that goes to scale. If you're like a level 34 and your health's at, what am I at right now? Health is at 5,545, so it's not going to be a lot. But if you're like level 34 and you have 10,000 health, 5% of that would be I guess 500. So it's really not worth it. But let's see here. There's increased movement speed for 2 grants 2% chance of not using materials when crafting. Okay, so this is actually going if you're a crafter. This is more of the crafting union, but you just take the time and look at these. These are really worth paying attention to and going through. These will help you out tremendously. And thanks to DM21 Gaming, I was watching one of his videos that he had, and because while I was watching it, I seen this. Okay, so check this out. It says once all skills and a blessing reach max level, you unlock its passive bonus. This bonus applies even when not using the blessing. That means that every skill here is a blessing. It's a passive you'll get. Now this one, the max HP plus 300. If you want to 100% the game, you can go for it. But I wouldn't waste my time. But this one, Sacred Ground grants an additional 5% attack power. So every time I do my little circle on the ground, I get 5% extra attack power from here on out. What is this one over here? Max stamina plus 10. That's not bad, especially if you're a mage. I know mages don't have the greatest worth of stam. That's not a bad gain. This one, gain the banishment combo for your Sacred Ground skill. That means every class should get some sacred whatever combo that they'll be able to add on the end of their skill line. That's pretty damn good, especially if it's got a higher DPS in the end of it. Hell yeah. And then Nightwind, PvP damage. I'm not big on PvP, but if you want it, there's plus 5 damage. You could get more for your Union over here in this one than you would be able to. Let's see here, traits. This guy down here gives you more. Grants 10% chance. Here it is. Increase your PvP damage by 200%. That's worth 3,000 credits. I know it's probably a farther stretch, but that's a hell of a lot more worth it than that skill line is. Don't waste your points on that. But yeah, so pretty much that covers your Union and your skills for that kind of stuff. It's these skill trees are really based on how you want to play. If you want to be a really good healer, I personally believe the Crescent Moon. Actually, to be all honest, I believe I think it's Storm Chaser. Yeah, Storm Chaser to me is the best healer, especially for dungeon runs. You have your common little judgment, which is your pushback. And then you have a Shield of Faith. On top of that, a Healing Wave and the Healing Nova. You don't have your little ball or your bubble, but I personally believe the Healing Wave is better due to the fact that when your Crusader or your tank is up front taking that damage, really holding down the boss so you don't, this Healing Wave is going to stretch out further than that little ball that he's got to run back to and jeopardize everybody else in the process. So I would definitely keep that in mind. And if you're going to do a solid healer, okay, during a dungeon, I would definitely keep a second staff here, like I do. So I have a lower staff, okay, right? It's just a prophet staff plus 5. It's nothing crazy, but it increases my potion healing by 13%. So while I'm in a dungeon, because I don't want the boss after me, most of the bosses are going to go after the heaviest DPS around. So I'm going to equip this guy because I'm more focused on healing. If you're a priest, that's what you want. You want a lower staff because you're not doing damage. You're more focused on healing the rest of your team and keeping them going. Well, this staff also has potion healing, which, your priests rely on the potions more so their heals go out there to the team. But yeah, that pretty much covers skills and unions. I just wanted to really share those two. And I guess a word of advice for those that are just starting out in Blessed: play this game as if it was Dark Souls. Okay? Gather, do everything you can. Just like DM Gaming says, do everything you possibly can. It is really just it's like, I didn't believe how much of a difference 100%ing this makes with your XP and your levels and the grind and stuff, but it really does. All these side quests that you can do throughout here, through all these, makes a huge difference. It's tedious and it's very time consuming, and some of them are actually pretty cool. But in the process of doing all these side quests and making your way down, you will run into almost all the chests you need. You will find them, and they will definitely increase your bag space. Hence why we have 67 slots over here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to cover those, the mostly the skills and the unions, because they're really beneficial, and not a lot of people know about this stuff right here. This is like huge. And if you can do these union quests on the side in your spare time or whenever you get the chance, definitely do it. The perks are just, I mean, they're great. Like this one grants one free recovery for near death in dungeons, lairs, whatever arenas. This affects resets each one day or every day. So basically, when you do your, you know, you go down twice, that last down usually takes quite a while to get back up from that kind of sucks, you know, picking somebody up from that. Which actually, you know what, talking about unions and traits, one of the abilities for the priest here, or for this union, okay, is, let's see here, when you rescue players from near death 20% faster. That's fucking amazing. So that third down that somebody has is going to feel like their second down. But if you have your third down, that other trait is going to make it to where now you can go down 3 times without somebody actually having to pick you up. You can res yourself and be okay, and it's free. You don't take stars, you don't take anything for it. Definitely worth it. But yeah, anyways, guys, I really hope this video helps. I'm gonna keep trying to make little tips and tricks videos here for you guys. I know everybody's putting tips and tricks videos out there, but what they're not doing is explaining how to get to them. I'm gonna try to do another video to explain to you guys what you have to complete to get your estate, and then another video explaining what you need to complete to get to be able to do taming and stuff like that. They're giving the end pieces and not showing these new guys how to get there. I'm having to figure this shit out on my own with my lady, and sometimes we struggle with it. We have a real pain in the ass, and when I look it up, there's just nothing out there. So I'm definitely gonna try and help y'all out. But anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed. Please leave comments down below. I don't get paid to do any of this. This is literally for your pleasure and to help you guys out the best I can. I am just doing my best to help out the rest of the team, and make the game better for everybody else, I guess, and get more help in the long run. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.